The Double RT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Wow, wow, wow. 12th round surprise action by Kaboom. We are watching the finish here. Now, this fight obviously ended in the TKO stoppage for Kaboom. I had him losing 98-92. Or actually, I had him, going into the 11th round, I had him losing 98-92. I gave him the 11th round. Now, before we get and talk about the finish, first off, I want to say, I think Brian Jennings is too muscular. He gasses out. You know, not only did he look tired, and that's why he got stopped. I thought, because I gave him round 1, I gave Rivas rounds 2 and 3. Round 4 was a toss-up to me. What belt was this for? The WBO. Oh shit! It's all types of belts on this motherfucker. IBF, WBO, WBC. Dude, there's all types of belts. Can we hear what belts these are for? All types of. When they announce the winner, we'll go back to it. But round 4 I thought was a toss up. Rivas, like the whole fight itself, they were landing very not 100% clean shots. The shots were not clean. They're like fracturally blocked. Brian Jennings was catching a lot of shots on his arms and gloves. Same with Rivas. It was more about like just the 100% tappity tap shots, 100% landing versus the 75% tappity tap shots. You know, like for instance, here's the glove, here's the block. There's shots like this, there's shots like that, and then there's little taps. You know, so some that go off the glove. I know probably I look like a weirdo doing that, but some that goes off the glove to hit you.
The 12th and final round.
Let's see what they are. What's these belts?
NABO, and IBF International Heavyweight Champion, Oscar.
NABO, NABF, and the IBF. Oh, so he's all fucking belted out now, dude. Kaboom. All right, so is he Anthony Joshua material now? You know, considering Jennings was number 2, but Kaboom would definitely go up the ratings. It's good to see fresh meat, fresh names. And Brian, like I said, I had him winning very big, but doesn't mean he was doing great shit. It's just, you know, boxing, we know, is a point system and very, very little to no action with titty taps. To me, Jennings was just edging out the points. You know, Rivas, the whole fight was pressing the action up until like the 9th, 10th round. Rivas was pressing the action, but like I said, a lot of it was, you know, tip-tats landing on the shots of Jennings. Wasn't clear. But early on in the fight, when the energy was strong for both fighters, you could see Jennings' plan was to move and jab, use the 84-inch reach, and it was working. But I gave Rivas rounds 2 and 3, possible 4 if you could toss it up. I gave it to Jennings, but even in those early rounds, and I said those shots were just a little bit clean, and a lot of them were partially landing. Even those partially landing shots, you can tell they affected Jennings. You could tell he totally felt Rivas' power, and that's why in round like 5 and on, it really got a dull type fight. Jennings was really moving, really pumping out a jab, but it wasn't like a shotgun jab. It wasn't like that. You could score this fight and be like, no, Rivas was winning because he was doing all the action pressing. He was pressing the action, pressing the fight. But to me, yes, he was doing that, but his shots were partially landing while Jennings, his were 100% landing, but they weren't really effective shots. But either was Rivas's, and they were partially landing. So it was a battle of a very weak effective punching until the last round. But I say that, but then I say you could tell Rivas's shots affected Jennings, and you could. It's a very good fight to see. I should say, very good fight to see boxing get a nice shake up. But as far as just action entertaining, in a way, it was nice to see. You saw weaknesses in fighters. You saw strengths in fighters. Like I said, and to break down the prediction, we thought Jennings was going to win this fight just with the jab alone off points. And we said all Kaboom does is come in, throws haymakers, and then just goes and just lays, just falls inside. And that's what he was doing in this fight. And you saw that his inside game is not that good. It's in like the use of the pass and just always fighting weaker competition. You saw. Let's see what the post-fight interview.
We're all very interested in hearing exactly what Mark Ramsey told you to do before that 12th round.
Ramsey was on his ass.
¿Qué te dijo Mark Ramsey que te inspiró para salir de ese 12º asalto?
Bueno, que la verdad, disculpa, la verdad era que él me dijo, yo trabajé muy duro en Bogotá. La verdad, trabajé muy duro. Hice un trabajo que te digo que muchas veces pensé morir, pero siempre morí con el corazón. Entonces, por eso esta noche.
He told him to watch the Double RT boxing show and subscribe. He told me to watch the Double RT boxing show, subscribe, and go knock his ass out. Pretty good advice. Double RT boxing show, go subscribe.
I trained you hard. And Oscar said,
I trained you hard. Go fight your ass off. And we're going to go home. We're going to eat and watch the WRT boxing show. Don't fuck up the night. That's what Ramsey was telling me. Like, oh, damn. That's pretty cool. I didn't know these guys watched the show. That's pretty awesome. They're part of the 615. Pretty awesome.
Brian Jennings, how was those combinations that finally gave you the victory tonight?
Bueno, creo que fue el cruzado. El cruzado le hizo muy bien y la mano derecha lo terminó de rematar.
How was the combinations? He goes, my combinations was all right. They're pretty powerful. But now it's a combination of sitting at home after a well fight, eating, and watching the Double RT boxing show. I love subscribing to that show. It's pretty awesome that Oscar Rivas is giving the show shout outs. So please subscribe.
Finally, I realized that once I landed my left hook, it set up my right hand. And I saw I was able to do it continually, and when I did that, I just was not.
His shots were there all night for Brian Jennings. I said Brian Jennings was, to me, Brian Jennings looked gassed out at the round. What is this final call? Power punches 30 to 31%. Jennings landed 60-45. Jennings jabs 53-35. Jennings total body percentage 25-18. Jennings, like I said, Jennings was winning this fight. He was gassed out. He was gassed out from like round 4 and 5. All that moving was strictly surviving. That's why his shots were pity pat.
But I'm a whole man now. I'm a whole man. I ain't
Verona. He gets knocked out twice in Verona, New York. This is a Double RT boxing show. Brian Jennings just is a C+ heavyweight. He a gamer, but he ain't making no noise. That's the honest of the truth. It's the Double RT boxing show. I'm your host, Mr.A. He's gonna have some fights out there. Possible, maybe build himself up into another title fight, but Is he championship material?
I ain't really phased by nothing because, you know, I'm going to go.
Can he beat Luis Ortiz? Can he beat Tyson Fury? Can he beat AJ? Can he beat Wilder? Can he beat Dominic Brazil? It's not looking likely. Double RT Boxing Show. Please subscribe.